Do you remember how the vertical clouds originally had that obvious grid-like texture on them? Well, I got rid of that from updating the texture. And with the updating of the texture, the original clouds have also been updated accordingly. However, there's one thing that I also made changes with, and that's, well, I need some height. Niagara Highlands is one of the special worlds in this game in that it's the only world in which you'll regularly be going into the clouds. Look up right now. What do you see there? Yep, those are the clouds, or at least a part of them anyway. Of course, if you really get up a lot, and yes, the character also does kind of blend in with the clouds because, well, even objects in the clouds you can see kind of blending in. Of course, if you really get up high, well, but here, you really can't see any grid pattern here. It's like, where did the grid go? And here is a serene scene. All the clouds drifting by at a pretty fast 48 miles an hour because that's how the wind works, or at least in this particular case. But really high up, you can actually see the updated clouds texture here. You can kind of still see the grid pattern, although it's nowhere near as obvious as it used to be, that is. In a standard world, of course, the clouds really don't have much of a difference in how they otherwise look or anything like that. They're pretty much the same as they were. Of course, this is the game's very first world, and normally you won't be going into the clouds here. There is a world in which you'll actually be above the clouds regularly, and it happens to be this one. Of course, the clouds are kind of in the way, but if you really get low enough, right there, you can actually see those extra clouds coming in. That really looks nice, don't it? Looks like a serene scene. Skilled use of using slopes. And here's a nice view of that, or at least a better one anyway. Rainy around east of the plains has, well, kind of hard to see the rain right in here, but that's because it's almost the same apparent brightness. So, what about the clouds here? Well, they otherwise look pretty much the same. I'll just really get that speedometer up. So here's this part, up through the clouds, and, well, all you see is nothing but clouds going up. Carnivalesta, where it's really dark. Of course, this world's going to be updated as well in pretty much a similar way. But even here, you can kind of see a difference. At least I didn't have to redo the shapes of the clouds or anything like that. And when you really get close to the clouds here, of course, you need to wait for the altimeter to go up. There they are. And of course, if you really want to hide from things, it's kind of hard to see them. And of course, once I redo the character, once I get all the game's scenery done, or at least for all the worlds anyway, then, well, he's going to be really dark, kind of blending in with these. These are actually white platforms, or at least they're supposed to be white. But look how hard they are to see because it's dark, and they're also in the clouds. And here's a serene scene again. Of course, really high up, there's not much to see. And the pretty sunset. Here, the clouds, well, they really don't look all that different. And lastly, let's see, I'll take this one. Here's the high density clouds, in case you're wondering how they look. Get that altimeter up again. And that's basically how the cloud's vertical effect now works, or at least the updated version of it. It's a lot better than what it used to be, I'll tell you. A lot better. This video was created by Ulillillia. Thank you for watching.